Sonicware has paid me to make this demonstration video. Hey, how's it going everybody? Let's go over some of the new features in the 2.0 firmware for the SmplTrek. Let's start off with the sampling screen, which has received a significant upgrade. Now we can adjust the recording source, choose to normalize our sample, toggle autosave on and off, adjust the auto record threshold, and choose the save location, all from the sampling screen. I'm going to set my source to USB audio. I'm also going to plug my phone into the USB port. There's also a brand new way to access sampling, and it's called quick sampling. Simply long press on one of the track buttons to access quick sampling. Now, the SmplTrek is waiting for our input. So I've got a small collection of drum samples here on my phone, and I'm going to play those into the SmplTrek right now. Press record when we're done, and we're instantly prompted to pick a track type for track 1. Let's chop that up into a drum kit. So to do that, I go to drum, click OK, and just like that, we're at the chop/slice screen. I'm going to click OK to auto slice, and let's see here. Looks like we need to adjust the value knob for a little higher sensitivity. There we go. There's all 4 pieces of our kit. I'm going to click next. Now we just have to assign them to pads. Click next, and our drum kit is done. I feel like that's around 185 BPM, so I'm going to use the new ability to adjust the tempo from the kit page by using the B knob to set the tempo to 185 BPM. Another great new addition to the 2.0 firmware is the ability to record unquantized. To get there, we just simply click the right selection button until we get to the sequencer page, and then clicking the B knob toggles quantized recording on and off. We can also now adjust the swing either per individual clip, or we can set it to track, which will make the clip follow the track's swing setting, and that can be adjusted back on the home screen. All right, let's give this a shot. That's pretty good. However, it's a little short. So another new feature is the ability to duplicate our pattern. Right now we have a 16-step pattern. If I click in the C knob, I now have a 32-step pattern, and all of the data from those first 16 steps has copied over into another measure. Let's put an open hi-hat at the end of this pattern instead of the closed one. If we use the right selection button to circle back to the kit instrument page, we can see we can now adjust the level, pitch, pan, and send for each individual piece of the kit, and these can be changed while the sequencer is running. Moving through to the automation pop-up, we can now adjust the micro timing for our notes. This also works on the instrument tracks, where you have access to the on timing and the off timing. Very handy. Let's have a listen to our pattern. It's good, but I feel like it needs another instrument, so I'm going to use this flute that I picked up on a recent road trip. Let's go and change our recording source to the internal microphone, and use quick sampling to record a sample of this flute. Alright, we're once again prompted to pick a track type. I'm going to choose instrument. Now we can choose our A and B points and adjust those. We can also toggle loop on and off. Nice. I'm going to click OK, and just like that, we have an instrument ready to record. We can also tune the instrument right from the instrument pop-up page within the clip. I happen to know that this flute is an A, so I'm going to tune it up 3 semitones so C lines up with C. You'll notice I was able to do this all with the sequencer running and our pattern playing. Let's record something, yeah? Nice. New to the instrument page is the ability to adjust the attack and release while the sequencer's running. That works for me. One of my favorite new features is the ability to jump between tracks without having to go home. Simply hold function and press the corresponding track button. That takes us back to track 1, which is our drum track. We can also go right back to our flute. Let's use quick sampling now to record a loop. I'm going to use these claves I've had since high school. Once again, prompted to select a track type, go to loop, and now we have a couple different ways of adjusting this. If we don't know our BPM, we can use the A and B point adjust and the A and B knobs to choose the in and out points of our loop, and that will also help us detect what BPM it actually is. However, since I already know the BPM, I can use either the BPM or the BPM note detection mode. I'm just going to use normal BPM. I know we're at 185 and we're 2 bars. So I'm going to click next. We're ready to go. Perfect. It also should be noted with the loop track, if your loop does not automatically match the project tempo, you'll be prompted to time stretch that sample, either rhythmically or melodically. So as you can see, quick sampling is a great way to get sounds not only just into the SmplTrek, but also right into your patterns. However, audio tracks have also received some improvements. We no longer have to wait to activate an audio track. We can simply select it and load straight into it. They've been really optimized. In addition, the waveform view has also been updated to be much easier to see with greater detail, and you can swap audio track files if you plug your SD card into a computer. Let's use a global audio track to record a melody into our pattern with the XFM here. Here's a little patch I've dialed up. Let's give this a shot. I'm going to turn on the click so I get a count in. I'm going to press record twice to arm the global audio track for recording, press play, and then play my melody. Whoa, let's stop everything. These two instruments are not in tune with each other at all, are they? And that's because, of course, we made a sample from a flute. So let's quickly adjust that. I'm going to go into my instrument track. I'm going to hold these two notes, which are both C, and then I can simply use the B knob to adjust the tuning. There we go. That sounds better. If you hold down the B knob, you can also fine tune. Perfect. Let's go right back into our global audio track now and try this again. I'm not the best keyboard player, that's for sure, but let's see what this sounds like. Turn up the volume. There we go. That's not bad, actually. Remember, global audio tracks follow your scenes entirely, so you can actually set your scene to repeat or set more bars to it, and the global audio track will follow that. So those are some of the features in the brand new 2.0 firmware update for the SmplTrek. I'm going to go off script for a second and show you one more of my favorite features. There's been a new drum kit added, several actually, but my favorite is the GB kit. I'll let you guess what GB stands for. I just had to point that out. It's a really cool drum kit. In addition to some bug fixes, as well as a much requested fix to the looper, there have been some more features added. So I encourage you to explore SmplTrek 2.0. I really hope you enjoy using the new features. Thank you very much for watching.